using, like I say, we're taking advantage of the fact that you've got you're landing on the thirds. So you could distill the melody down to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All the thirds. And
Right.
The chords. Got it.
And then I'm going to take it the next step and just say, okay, I'm going to make thirds my target notes for a minute here. 2 and 3. 2. And what did I have written down? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now where am I going to the third of this note? Of course, if you did that continuously, it would get kind of monotonous, but you can use chord tones as target notes throughout a piece of music, and it really gives your lines a direction. You're aiming for something. And it also can help you without thinking about altered scales and all sorts of stuff that eventually, we'll get into. You can introduce chromaticism, because I can go... You can even experiment. Sometimes it's just fun to play things that are supposed to sound wrong. Think about it like notes that don't fit. 1, 2. That's getting pretty extreme, but even at that, it still resolves.
Yes.
If you did that, and you could get lines like that in occasionally, and they can sound very hip. If you do it every time, then that sounds just wrong, like that did. But fitting things like that in sometimes. And there's one other way you can look at it. At first, just practice it, just thirds underneath the chords. You can do just roots or do your voicings. I'll just take the first 4 measures to demonstrate this. Okay, and then say, now I'm going to use one connecting note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Whoops, wrong chord. It's so hard for me to think. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now 2 connecting notes. 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. And you usually get a rhythmic concept in mind. If I'm using 2 connecting notes, I'm going to put 2 eighth notes on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm following it.
1, 2, 3. 3 connecting notes, and I'm going to do eighth notes starting on the and of 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 2. Okay, so you get the idea.
So the same concept, landing on the target note, but like filling it in between. Okay.
Right, but that's a good way to start with it, I think, is first off, just practice the thirds. Ultimately, your target notes don't have to be thirds.
Of course. Okay.
But thirds are like the easiest one to make work, and especially you can see, and there's so many melodies that are like that. Third, 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 third. Anyway, so there's a reason they do that, because it sounds good.